At first, you just smile back. It's cute, it's colorful. It reminds you of the way you used to stop in front of a stationery shop as a kid. Except this is a museum. Is this art? Step closer and there are no brush strokes. No thick or thin. Just flat, clean color pressed perfectly to the surface. But those eyes, something's off. They're clearly smiling, but you can't tell what at. You can't walk away. Today's look into is Takashi Murakami, the artist who hid the deepest things behind the world's brightest smile. This character's name is Kaikai Kiki, Murakami's signature character, and also the name of his studio. The name carries the meaning of strange and wondrous, while also holding the word for cosmos and universe. But do you know where this wide smiling flower came from? Murakami once said, "Shanghai no Nihon bunka ha boku ni totte chonitema datta." In English, this reads, "Postwar Japanese culture was always my theme." Behind that smiling face lives the despair and terror Japan carried after that explosion. Faces that had to keep smiling. An era that had to rebuild brightly, even over the rubble. All of it compressed into that round, simple grin. Now look at that flower again. Doesn't it look a little different? Murakami was formally trained in traditional Japanese painting. He studied Nihonga at Tokyo University of the Arts and earned a PhD. But when he brought serious work to the Western art world, what came back was this. Interesting, but it looks like Japanese manga. That wasn't a compliment. Japanese fine art at the time was subordinate to the West, and anything he produced was dismissed as derivative. The words cut deep, but they also sparked something. Then, what if I built something the West could never have? What he found was otaku culture, manga, anime, figurines, things the West treated as low culture. But Murakami saw something else. An asset that belonged to Japan alone. His works Hierophon and My Lonesome Cowboy pulled the Mo elements of figurine culture directly into the gallery, rendered at the scale of real human beings. Familiar yet grotesque. Cute yet unsettling. People couldn't walk past them. Whether Murakami intended it or not, those works became a mirror of their time. As his name spread, Louis Vuitton's head designer Marc Jacobs sent him a direct love letter. Collaborations between fashion houses and artists were almost unheard of at the time. Murakami replaced LV's heavy, conservative image with Japan's kitschy, anime-inflected graphics. A Louis Vuitton boutique opened inside a gallery. For the first time, the line between art and product began to blur. Then, 2007, Kanye West's graduation album cover.
It's a little bit new to me. Everybody talks about it endlessly, and I know
Hip-hop, fine art, and otaku culture met inside a single image. There had never been a hierarchy in his world to begin with.
even when I lose, I use my brain, and I'm gonna keep doing it again and again.
He called this Superflat, collapsing the gap between high art and subculture, fine art and manga, making everything flat, like the traditional Japanese painting that had always depicted the world without shadow or perspective. A flat surface, but inside it, compressed. The memory of war, the emptiness of a burst bubble economy, and the faces of people who had no choice but to keep smiling. Now let's return to stand before these flowers. The despair after the atomic bomb, the emptiness of a burst bubble economy, the memories of being dismissed, ridiculed, overlooked. All of it lives inside that simple, round, wide open smile. That smile you found simply cute at first, how does it look now? Murakami once said, "Shiha ribon no kushusa o mi o iteru." In English, this reads, "I paint the emptiness of Japan." But think about it, is that really only Japan's story? The bright, perfect photos we post every day, the faces we wear that always say we're fine. Maybe we're all living, just a little, inside the Superflat. His flowers are still smiling. In Pharrell's music video, on a New Jeans album jacket, on someone's handbag. But now we know where that smile came from, what it hides, and why it keeps smiling so brightly without ever stopping. Don't try to interpret it, just stand before that smile for a moment. This was Takashi Murakami, the artist who painted the deepest emptiness in the world's brightest colors.